So this was our system of equation. 5x plus y equals negative 3. 3x minus 8y equals 24. So remember, we're doing this by substitution, okay? So let's see how we can solve this, okay? Let's solve for y in the top equation, because the y doesn't have anything in front of it. No 1, I mean, it's a 1y. So we're going to take the first equation and solve it for y. So in my head, I add the 5x here to this side, okay? Do you see that? Do you like that? Skipping steps. Now we got to take this, okay? This y right here. Let's do it in red. This y right here has got to go in here. This is going back in to here, okay? So now we redo this equation. 3x minus 8. What's y?
5x minus 3.
5x minus 3.
Equals to 24. Which is 3x minus 40. X plus 16, 24, sorry. Equals to 24.
Very good. Okay, now it gets a little small to read, but we'll have to remember we got this. So we're working this equation now. We got 3x minus 40x, so that's going to give me minus 37x. Okay, I'm just telling you right off the bat, that's what it's going to give me. Okay, and then I'm going to minus the 24. So yeah, that's a good way to think of it. So x is going to equal 0. Okay, is that good? So we know our x is 0, so now we take either equation, and here are the equations, and we substitute x equal to 0 in. I think the top equation is the easiest.
Yeah, probably.
So let's go ahead and do that. Negative 5, but it's times 0, plus y equals negative 3. So this is just going to give me 0. So y is equal to negative 3. So 0, comma, negative 3 is the answer. Okay. Next example. Okay, let's go ahead to the next example. So we got minus 2x, okay, plus 6y equals 6. And we also have minus 7x plus 8y equals negative 5. Okay, good. Which one do you want to solve?
We say the bottom.
I think the top for x is the easiest way to do it. So we're solving this equation for x. We need x alone. Okay. So let's get rid of the 6y first.
So negative 2x equal to 6. Negative 6y plus 6. Yeah, negative 2 divided by negative 6.
Good. What's that going to give me? X equals, what's a negative and a negative?
Positive 3y plus, no, 8 minus 2, 3.
Agreed?
Yes.
What equation did we solve? We had solved this equation, right?
We can solve whatever we want.
So we solved this one already.
No.
Right? Now we have to use this equation. We have to use this equation. If we solve this equation, we have to use this equation.
Yeah, because we can't use this.
Right, so let's do it in blue. Minus 7x. This is x, so we put parentheses and we say everything that x is. Plus 8y equals negative 5.
Negative 21y.
Negative 21y.
Plus 21.
Plus 21.
Plus 8y equals to negative 5.
Minus 21 plus 8. What's that going to give me?
So,
Minus. What do you think? What do you think of minus 13y? Negative 5 and negative 21. So we minus the 21. Okay, we minus the 21. Negative 26.
Which is negative 2. Sorry, positive 2.
Good. Now we have our y. Okay? We got to take one of these equations and solve. Why don't we just take this equation? Okay? This is I can pick any equation, so I'm going to go in green and pick this equation to solve. with the y equal to 2. So x equals 3 times 2 minus 3. Well, x is equal to 6 minus 3 then. So x would be equal to 3, right? So 3 comma 2 should be my answer. Let's check that with the book. It agrees. So that's the answer to that. Okay? Now we're going to work out an elimination, and then we'll move to elimination part 2. Difficult kind of elimination. X minus y equals 11.
And 2x plus y equals to 19.
Okay. So right off the bat, I'm going to put in red what I'm going to do. I'm going to take these equations and I'm going to add them. X plus 2x. How's that? 0? How's that?
10.
Tell me if there's a question. Is there a question? X equals 10. As soon as I get x equals 10, okay? As soon as I get x equals 10, it becomes just like the substitution.
So 10 minus y equals 11.
So yeah, so 10 minus y equals 11. So let's look at that for a second. We got 10, because that's x, minus y. So we use the top equation equals 11. Okay? So what's minus the 10? And what's minus the 10? So negative y equals negative 9.
So y is equal to 9.
Right. So y equals 9. Then our equation is 10 comma 9. Because the x comes first. So that's always the solution. Remember these boxes, these ugly boxes I make? That's the real deal. That's the solution. Okay? Oh, there must be a mistake though somewhere. So let's look at it for a second and see if there was a mistake. Oh, here it is. This was an 11, right? Agreed? This was an 11 on the paper. We made a mistake. I made a mistake actually. I think you read it correctly. So that makes that this a 1, exactly. So that makes this just a 1, not a negative 1, just a 1.
Change to negative 1.
So that becomes negative 1, exactly. So let's change that.
Either 1 too.
Yep, and this becomes. So they're both negatives, right? Because the positive divided by a negative now, positive 1 divided by a negative 1.
It's negative.
Negative 1, negative 1. Good. And that's the real answer, okay? So now we're good. All set.